see what we got here. So this is the JPEG that you're talking about. Let's see if I can get this to come in. Okay, so we pasted it into here. It's kind of a shitty image, so let's see what we can do with this here. That's not too bad, so we'll work with that. Okay, so I copied the image. You got some funky stuff going on here. We're gonna need to fix a couple of this pieces here. These all need to be one piece, so we're going to union these together. Actually, let me see what you were doing. Okay, so you don't have all those little inside pieces, so we can go like this. Okay, so we're going to highlight this image, and we're going to path, and we're going to break it apart. Okay, so now you'll see it's a million different pieces. Well, probably like 200. I'm going to kill the fill line, and I'm going to create a stroke line of 0.05. Actually, I like to use 1 pixel. Okay, so now you can see all the little individual pieces here. Okay, so we're going to get rid of a bunch of these here. Pretty much all the very inside ones. And all I'm doing is selecting and deleting. Select, delete, select, delete. Alright. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to move this down a little close to the wing. Just kind of look around, make sure everything looks good. Okay, so now if you highlight everything and use the fill, you're going to see that it's all black. That's not going to work for us, right? So let's go ahead and kill the fill. You see the lines. You're going to highlight everything, and now you want to exclude all of this. So you're going to, every little piece of this is going to be excluded into itself. So path, exclude. Now if you fill it, it should look like it's supposed to, and you know that your image is correct because now you've filled it properly. Let's see what else you got. Trans Am, okay? So we're going to make a little box down here. We're going to move it around, create some letters. Alright, we're going to make these letters like this. We're going to make our box, our rectangle, the same length. I'm going to click Shift and highlight both of these items. I'm going to go to Align and Distribute. I'm going to center them. You can also do that if you want, which was this one where it lines both pieces on the top. Gonna bring this in here. I'm gonna move my Trans Am down a little bit here. And also if you use the arrows, you can do it. If you hold Alt, it does, or Control, or Shift, I think. Shift and Alt does different movements, how far it moves. Alright, we're going to bring these down, and if that's the way you like it, you're going to click this one, you're going to click that one, and you're going to click this one, and you want to join them together. So path and union. Alright, now we have your piece there. The only thing I notice is this tongue. We'll go ahead and fix that manually just so you can see how to do that. So I'm going to click my drawing tool. I'm going to create a little shape. Click the the node tool. Now you can see it's the same color, so I like to work in a different color so I can see what's going on. And then I'm just going to kind of stretch this around until I get whatever shape I want. Doesn't have to be perfect. Looks pretty good, except if you look, there's this corner, so if you click it, you can stretch this out. When the line's straight, it's a perfect arc. And you can do whatever you want with this, however you want to move it. So I like that. So I'm going to click this piece, I'm going to click this piece, holding shift, and I'm going to exclude it from it. I want to cut it in. Now we have that little tongue piece. Alright, and that's ready to cut. Now if you want to get fancy, you can take this piece, Control D is for duplicate, make it a different color. I'm going to send it down to the bottom, and then I'm going to path and outset, or Control plus the outer parentheses, and you're going to see, it'll be on the node tool, that it outsets it. Alright, and I kind of like that. I'm going to take, and I want to get rid of all these. Now I can manually delete them if I wanted to, but that would be a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to do is I have that highlighted. I'm going to path, break it apart. I'm going to take and move this layer out of here. I showed you this on the other video. I'm going to highlight everything in here except for the outer layer. I'm going to hit Control Z. It moved it all back, but it kept my highlighted. Hit delete, and now you have a 2-layered piece that you can cut. You move this out here and nest it properly, however you want to do it. If you want to move it around so you don't waste metal, you can go like this, however you want to, do it. Control Z always goes back if you don't like what you see. And say you didn't like all the squiggly lines, you can take this, highlight all those, delete, click the line, and it'll highlight both of these. Hit the straight button, bring this down, click the straight button, delete this one here, click the 2 lines, hit the straight button, click that one, move it out, and there you go. Now if you wanted to take this and cut it into this, you highlight the eagle, highlight the back piece, path, exclusion, and now you have a one piece with it cut in. Now granted, you have all these pieces that would fall out. You would have to do a lot of work to join, put tabs in here, pretty much everywhere. It would look probably pretty crappy, but I'm just giving you kind of an idea of the different things that you can do to work within the system. And then you just add tabs along this whole way. Easiest way here would be to draw one straight ass piece, shift, click, path, union. Now you got a tab, you screwed it up, hit Control Z, move this down, shift, click,